Hello. My name is James. I am a student of computer science, and through this video I am going to tell you about the history of computers. Computers were made to ease the calculations. Humans are using tools to add or subtract numbers from the primitive time. I think my friend can tell you better on this topic. Hello my friend. Can you tell me about the method you use to add or subtract the numbers?
Yes. Why not? We use sticks, stone and bones to calculate numbers.
Well, I know the technology was not much developed at this time. Thank you for this information. Welcome. Nice to meet you. Now I am in China. You know, the first counting device called swan pan was invented in China in 1200 CE. It was later called as abacus. It was a wooden rack which has metal rods with beads mounted on them. The beads were moved by the abacus operator according to some rules to perform arithmetic calculations. Abacus is still used in some countries, like China, Russia, and Japan. Later many counting devices were invented in many parts of the world like Napier's bones, Pascaline, etc. I think it's the time to go to America and meet my other friend named William, and see what Charles Babbage did in 1880. Finally I reached America. Hello William. What's going on?
Hi. Nothing special.
Can you please tell me how the era of modern computers started?
It started in 1820, when Charles Babbage discovered difference engine. He was also known as the father of motor computer. It was a mechanical computer which could perform simple calculations. It was a steam-driven calculating machine designed to solve tables of numbers like logarithm tables.
What after 1820?
In 1830, Charles Babbage discovered analytical engine. It was a mechanical computer that used punch cards as input. It was capable of solving any mathematical problem and storing information as a permanent memory.
I also want to know about the 1890 US Census.
1880. The US population had grown so large that it took more than 7 years to tabulate the US Census results. The government sought a faster way to get the job done, giving rise to punch card-based computers that took up entire rooms. It was Herman Hollerith, an American statistician, who invented tabulating machine. It was a mechanical tabulator based on punch cards. It could tabulate statistics and record or sort data or information. Hollerith also started the Hollerith's Tabulating Machine Company, which later became International Business Machine, IBM, in 1924.
Will you please tell me about the first electronic computer?
Differential analyzer. It was the first electronic computer introduced in the United States in 1930. It was an analog device invented by Vannevar Bush. This machine has vacuum tubes to switch electrical signals to perform calculations. It could do 25 calculations in few minutes.
You are great William, you helped me a lot.
It's my pleasure to help you. Anything else?
No thanks. I have to leave now. I am finally back from America. And now I am going to tell you about the major changes in the history of computer. It was the time of 1937 when Howard Aiken planned to develop a machine that could perform calculations involving large numbers. In 1944, Mark I computer was built as a partnership between IBM and Harvard. It was the first programmable digital computer. Used for counting in previous computing machines. After the invention of Mark I, the generations of computers started. A generation of computers refers to the specific improvements in computer technology with time. In 1946, electronic pathways called circuits were developed to perform the counting. It replaced the gears and other mechanical parts. In each new generation, the circuits became smaller and more advanced than the previous generation circuits. The miniaturization helped increase the speed, memory and power of computers.
I will explain you the generation of computers one by one.
Now I am in 1946. From here the first generation of computers started. The first generation computers were slow, huge and expensive. In these computers, vacuum tubes were used as the basic components of CPU and memory. These computers were mainly dependent on batch operating system and punch cards. Magnetic tape and paper tape were used as output and input devices in this generation. Some of the popular first-generation computers are ENIAC, Electronic Numerical Integrator and Computer; EDVATS, Electronic Discrete Variable Automatic Computer; UNIVACI, Universal Automatic Computer; IBM 701, IBM 650, etc. The second generation of computers started in 1959. Here I have Michael who can explain better than me. Hey Michael, can you please explain the second generation of computer?
Yes. The second generation was the era of the transistor computers. These computers used transistors which were cheap, compact and consuming less power. It made transistor computers faster than the first generation computers. In this generation, magnetic cores were used as the primary memory and magnetic disk and tapes were used as the secondary storage. Assembly language and programming languages like COBOL and Fortran, and batch processing and multi-programming operating systems were used in these computers. Some of the popular second-generation computers are IBM 1620, IBM 7094, CDC 1604, CDC 3600, UNIVAC 1108, etc.
That's nice. Thank you. Now I am going to tell you about the third generation of computers. The third generation computers used integrated circuits, ICs, instead of transistors. A single IC can pack a huge number of transistors, which increased the power of a computer and reduced the cost. The computers also became more reliable, efficient and smaller in size. These generation computers used remote processing, time sharing, multi-programming as operating system. Also, the high-level programming languages like Fortran 2-4, COBOL, Pascal PL/1, ALGOL 68 were used in this generation. Some of the popular third-generation computers are IBM 360 series, Honeywell 6000 series, PDP Personal Data Processor, IBM 370, 168, etc. In 1971. Here I have Joey who can explain you the fourth generation of computers.
Hey, I am Joey. I am going to explain you the fourth generation of computer. The fourth generation computers use very large-scale integrated circuits. It is a chip containing millions of transistors and other circuit elements. These chips made this generation computers more compact, powerful, fast and affordable. These generation computers used real-time, time-sharing and distributed operating system. The programming languages like C, C++, DBase were also used in this generation. Some of the popular fourth generation computers are DEC-10, STAR 1000, PDP-11. Cray 1 supercomputer. Cray XMP, supercomputer.
That's nice, Joey. Keep it up.
Thank you.
Now we reached to the final generation of computers. We are in 5th generation of computers. In this generation, the VLSI technology was replaced with ULSI, ultra-large-scale integration. It made possible the production of microprocessor chips with 10 million electronic components. This generation computers used parallel processing hardware and AI, artificial intelligence, software. The programming languages used in this generation were C, C++, Java, .NET, etc. Some of the popular 5th generation computers are desktop, laptop, notebook, ultrabook, Chromebook, etc.